faced with profound change or personal loss, it's hard to believe that we will ever be back to our old selves again. But do you really want to be? Well, clinical psychologist, award-winning author, and former UNM professor Dr. Gail Feldman says grief can be a powerful catalyst for creativity and empowerment. And her new book, Crisis to Creativity, Creating a Life of Health and Joy at Any Age in Spite of Everything, takes readers on a journey to find life among the ruins of pain and transition. And we are so happy to welcome back Dr. Feldman. Hi there.
Thank you. Hi, good morning.
This is a wonderful book. It really helps people. And before we go into the details of it, I want you to explain the relationship between crisis and creativity.
Well, what I've discovered is that when we are grieving through a crisis situation, a lot more is happening than just the suffering.
That's right.
We tend to think it's just suffering. But below the surface, we are actually incubating, germinating a stronger sense of ourselves, greater self-expression, and often a new life purpose.
That's a really good point.
So it's not unusual, for example, for parents of children who have been killed to complete their grief and to be leading support groups for other parents. So what we know is that pain leads to growth.
It really does. So how can dealing with the crisis head on, how can that help us to lead a healthier and happier life?
Well, something that just has blown me away is the discovery that so much of what we call clinical depression is actually unresolved grief. And our feelings, our thoughts, it's all energy. So if they're trapped inside and we're not processing the grief, we can stay depressed. We can become ill because our immune systems become compromised.
It's true.
And we can get ill.
It's a good point. A lot of people don't think of it that way. And in the book, you talk about something that's called positive psychology. Would you share that with our viewers, what that means?
Yeah, it's really the focus now on what makes people happy, what makes people resilient. And not just, normal people who bounce back from difficult things, but resilient people who have really grown through and grown up through a lot of crises. And what is it about them? And what they've learned and what is it about them is that they know how to process these feelings and they're continuously optimistic.
And in the book you really provide a lot of examples of former people who have been through a lot of things but who have had very successful lives. And at the end of every chapter you do a daily creative discipline, which I really like because it helps people put what they're reading into action for their lives.
Right.
So I think that really will help people a lot. And our viewers can actually have an opportunity to meet you, I understand, at a book signing that's taking place at Bookworks. That's tomorrow afternoon. So let us know those details so we can come see you.
Tomorrow afternoon at 3 at Bookworks on Rio Grande. I'll be talking a lot more about all the things in the book. And for example, about Gandhi. I had an opportunity to be in South Africa in the fall and give a talk on Gandhi. What most people don't know about Gandhi is he was an angry man. And it was his anger that he transformed into becoming the peace activist.
Isn't that amazing?
That changed the world.
It really is amazing. And the book is really fantastic. I highly recommend it. I love how you put all the quotes at the end. Very inspirational, really helpful to get through everybody's day and go from crisis to creativity, literally.
Yes,
so thank you so much.
Move that energy.
Absolutely. We appreciate you being here. Thank you so much.